This message is for Salinas Valley Post-Acute and anybody who reads this email. I wanted to let you know that as soon as I pass away, or the moment that I go to the hospital, when I have begged you for over a year not to let me die in an emergency room, as soon as I end up going to an emergency room, every single one of the emails that you guys have been ignoring with all the proof of your abuse and all the proof of me dying, it's going to be released. The only thing that's going to be protected is everybody's names that are patients. I don't care about the people who work here, because if they wanted to be known as good people, they would have reported this abuse instead of letting the doctor completely ignore me and then finding time for social hour. I don't respect you guys, and there's a reason for that. You can act like you're respectable, but when you ignore me all the time, but you're taking care of the Norteño gang member, but you won't take care of me, make that make any sense? Also, Dr. Auerbach, is it a traditional thing to give gang members and drug dealers medication so they can sell it, but then you're not willing to take care of some of your patients like me who's actually dying, and you're not willing to see me or learn about my disease, and you want to ask me why I'm even still here? Well, maybe you would know if you'd actually let your patients speak, Dr. Auerbach. And everything that I've ever posted or sent to you will be going public. You will no longer be known as whatever you're known as. I suspect you're probably not known as the best doctor in the world, but your website was a joke to me, because I'm sitting here waiting for your help, and you're saying how much you want to work with patients and help them. Bullshit, Dr. Auerbach. You said to my face that you'd help me 2 months ago, and every single nurse that contacts you says that you won't respond, but nobody will tell me why. I'm suspecting because you protect Norteños. Well, that's not really even a reason. That's just a truth. That's a truth. You give 4 times as much medication to Jeremy. He doesn't even need it. Do you have diagnoses for all that? Because I recall taking 40 hours to send you all the information about what I need, because of actual factual information, not just because you're either afraid of him or he's 550 pounds, so therefore he deserves more. Yeah, and you know, it's bad enough that you guys protect these people and allow them to fucking say things about me. Dr. Auerbach, you are responsible for this. You're responsible for me being abused. You believed and listened to bullies, and that CNA was sleeping with Abel Garcia. And we all know it. I had proof. I have seen it with my own 2 eyes, them touching each other. And so have many of the other CNAs, but you don't care about listening to me. Anyway, my point is that you ruined my life and you're not willing to fix it. So when I die, I promise you will pay for this karmically, and I will not have to do anything bad. Everything legal. Can you say the same? No, you can't. And it's also illegal to not take care of me when I'm in pain like this while I'm dying. It's illegal. I can't get surgery and all my other painful things, but you're refusing to help me and trying to force me into an emergency room. Yes, you are a murderer. You want to know why? Because you've prevented me from getting a transplant. You wouldn't even know that, though. You wouldn't even know what my organs are like, would you, Dr. Auerbach? Anyway, everything about this is all going to get exposed just because you are such an egotistical brat that you don't even want to talk to a patient that says something about you. Boo-hoo. I still talk to you, and you're literally killing me painfully. I don't know. I would say that I'm the smart one and I'm the strong one, but you can go ahead and keep thinking that. It's your job to take care of me, and instead of taking care of me, you've decided that it's okay to ignore me and make sure that I die painfully. Right? So instead of sending this to you, I think I'm just going to post this on my Facebook and just let you come see it when you feel like it. Since I know you're stalking me, you went to all the trouble to tell the psychiatrist that I said your name and asked for your address. Damn right I did. Dr. Matthew Joel Auerbach, you are responsible for my death. And I'm really hoping that everyone reposts this. I thought remember when you said that you're uncomfortable with social media? Yeah, I had never said anything about you back then, but I'm glad I didn't get you as a personal doctor, because you are a sociopath. You are allowing me, a sociopath, and a coward, because that's what people do when they're refusing to take care of patients while they're dying. You have left me in pain and refused to do anything about it. Does that scream anything positive to you? Or does that scream malpractice, wrongful death? It screams a lot of things. But guess what? I wasn't screaming, and you're too stupid to understand that those were symptoms. Guess what? When I breathe, do you see my lungs work? Yeah. You don't see them moving, only the top half. That's usually what happens when you're fucking breathing and you're alive. Usually your lungs open and close, but since mine don't, hint, hint. Hey, you're a doctor. Why don't you look at the clinical stuff? But you refuse to just look at anything other than the paperwork. Yeah, and you've hidden stuff, haven't you, Dr. Auerbach? We all know about the corruption, about you hiding paperwork and telling people to not talk on things that they've learned. Like what happened when Margarito found out that I do have a terminal disease and then he never talked to me again. Did you make him be silent? Or do you all want to be responsible for my death? So will you apologize at my fucking funeral? Are you going to send an apology letter? I've been asking for an apology for the longest time for you guys calling the cops on me when Abel was fucking the CNA who said, what did she say I did again? Yeah, I'll wait because it took 6 months for me to find out that they thought I hit her with the door or something. Meanwhile, Jeremy can't even get up, so it'd be fine. It would be pretty smart of them to actually talk to him. But nope, they didn't. And you know what they do? When I have witnesses or friends, they send them to different nursing homes so they don't get to be witnesses. So I don't have support. They isolate me. They make it so no doctor around here will see me. They make it so no hospice will speak to me. So now I get to die without it. So fuck all of you. None of you are taking the time to do anything. Look, I don't have a problem with housekeeping. I don't have a problem with CNAs except for the bitches that think they're fucking doctors. Like, why don't you just fucking recognize what you are? I know my skills. I wouldn't be able to do certain shit. If you guys can't understand your fucking skills, then why the fuck are you even here? Why are you asking me why I'm here? I'm sick. Why are you here? Why are you a doctor, Dr. Auerbach? And like, I'll say it again. Doctors who have no integrity, they're probably the most of the doctors are like that. We are living in 1984 fucking Orwellian nightmare where the doctors who are good, the holistic doctors, get murdered. And then the bad doctors are the ones that get to run tons of nursing homes and have a bunch of people suffer under them. Right, Dr. Auerbach? And then what did you do to get the therapist to leave? And why would you do that in the middle of a fucking crisis? You said you were going to help me with hospice, and instead you moved Jeremy away, and I still don't know what happened there. Did you notice that I've lost like 70, 80 pounds? Yeah, you wouldn't notice that because you refused to actually look at me as a patient. How many hundreds of dollars have you gotten from looking at the computer? Yeah, you don't know how to upload or you don't know how to order records. That seems smart. Yeah, you've left me for 2 months with my heart swollen, Dr. Auerbach. Did you just hope I would die? Are you just waiting for it? Yeah, that's going to be the day you become famous, Dr. Auerbach, and we're going to be connected forever, BFF. You and me together forever. When I'm dead, no one will forget you. Don't worry, you're famous. Infamous, but whatever. You're an egotistical maniac. You'll think it's great. You like attention, right, Dr. Auerbach? Yeah, and maybe when you're in prison, then... in prison for, letting me die, then you can read that book. And then maybe you'll be able to relate to it. Man's Search for Meaning. God knows you don't fucking know anything about that. You wouldn't know what suffering is. You wouldn't know what being a real doctor is because all you guys do is all let me die. And you know what? When I die, boom, all y'all motherfuckers, especially you fake ass fucking gangster wannabes and all these motherfuckers who fuck them. Like the one who just closed the door. I tried to be nice to her and never mind. You don't need to hear about the slutty people who work here. Oh, oopsie, I called them something. You want to know all the things they call me while I'm sitting here dying and suffering? Yeah, you probably don't because you don't care about your patients. But I'm going to publicly post this now, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend ignoring patients. And when we do finally meet again, I hope you shut the fuck up, sit down, and let your patient talk. You don't get to act like I'm doing something wrong while you're letting me die. I am not going to go to the emergency room. And if I end up there, every little single email, everything about you will be posted all over the internet. So you might feel uncomfortable with social media, but your evil, demonic personality is what got you public. So you don't get to fucking blame me. Do I sound like I'm doing great? Because you're ignoring me and I still don't have a respiratory therapist. Good job, Dr. Auerbach. You know how to take care of people. Also, Dr. Khan, have some balls. If you're a doctor, Dr. Auerbach is going to make you lose everything. And you're the only one here who wasn't totally disrespectful, but you are disrespectful in the fact that you say that you're going to help me with hospice, say that you'll help me with pain control, and you've done none of that. And as my lungs have been shutting down, all I've gotten is you guys calling the police on me and treating me like I'm a fucking bad guy. How does that make sense? You guys are the ones that are allowing people to throw my shit away. You're the ones who threw away my stuff in a fucking safe, Monique. You're not going to come back and follow up when you guys throw shit away that we own. Also, I own more than anybody else, and they've never written down one thing. You know why? Because then they don't have to do anything. And it's okay. I might have a heart attack or a stroke, but it's okay, right, Dr. Auerbach? It's totally okay because it's me. And you want to target me because you're not smart enough to pick up the fucking phone or pick up a computer, whatever the fuck you use to look shit up, and educate yourself. No doctor knows everything, particularly you. You're stuck up. You think you know more than everybody else. And I can promise you, you might have a fucking doctorate. Congratulations. You're indoctrinated. You're indoctrinated and you're willing to cut corners and you don't care about human life. Well, now people are going to know that. Hashtag no country for old people. By the way, Salinas Valley Post-Acute, who knows, you might make it on this special, you might make it on this, No Country for Old People. Everyone's going to know me. It'll be synonymous for this. No Country for Old People is an expose. It is a movie that my friend made. She won she won a Webby Award against Jon Stewart from The Daily Show, against Selena Gomez from Rare Beauty, and from, what was the last one? I think it was, the Foo Fighters with, and Dave Grohl. I don't know what their subject was, but my friend Susie, she won the award, and that means big things for the movie. And if I die, it's only going to be a catalyst for change. So guess what? You people who decided to abuse me and let me die, maybe when I'm dead, you can do the right thing and fucking share this movie with everybody. And don't get mad. I did say a bad word, but that's because I have been neglected and I don't get pain control. Can you imagine your lungs shutting down and everybody in the building acting like it's not real? Yeah, that's evil. That's sadistic. It's cruel. And then putting someone who fucked one of the CNAs in as president after I spent 3 years doing everything, that seems pretty fucked up too. Also, rest in peace, Adrian. It looks like you gave a shit about the last president and you just made him roll over in his grave by giving the power to a fucking gang member with a 5th grade education. And you're allowing people like Gloria in the front office to just justify wearing bright red and giving extra care to Norteños. And don't act like I don't know. I was with Jeremy for almost 4 years. So you guys trying to tell me there are no gangsters here, we don't do that. That's bullshit. You guys have abused me, ignored me, made my life a living hell, and every time I ask for help, they ignore me. And every time I say I need help, and I have a question about my disease, and I have a question about my symptoms, you've rejected me. I've never had help from you. The medical director at Salinas Valley Post-Acute, he is 1,000% responsible for me dying painfully. And so is the last one, Dr. Huerta. He wasn't even named Dr. Huerta. My last doctor who ignored me and had an x-ray that showed I was dying, he didn't fucking do anything because he stole someone else's identity. So they fired him, but they forgot to give me my results. It doesn't matter, right? And they say I'm holding a grudge, right, Marky? I'm holding a grudge. Yeah, I'm just holding a grudge. That's all I'm doing. Anyway, I wasn't planning on making this so long, but I feel you need to know this because I do feel like I'm going to die soon. And the fact that I have to have all this pain and the fact that I can't go visit with my friends, I can't leave. I've been here for 4 years and you've kept me a prisoner. Yet you have no problem giving pills to people who sell it. You have no problem employing people who sell pills. You have no problem employing people who steal pills from fucking patients and then take them or sell them. We know that's happening here. But you're going to tell me I'm crazy and I don't know anything, bitch? What the fuck is wrong with all of you? And sorry I said bitch, that's just a word that I use instead of taking pain control. Because I'm being rejected to get pain control when my spine is slipping in and out and I have like scoliosis, like making it harder to breathe and my stomach is swollen and everything. But it's okay, don't worry. It's not like I have rights that I'm supposed to have pain control right away. So it's okay that he's leaving me going into withdrawal over and over again, right, guys? Yeah, and it's really okay because admissions, Ashley telling everybody to ignore me, totally okay, right? Giving the presidency to a gang member and a murderer star, self-proclaimed. And you guys are nice to him. He gets pills. He can go out and party all night. And he's a heroin addict, self-proclaimed. So why are you allowing all these gang members and all these criminals to get whatever the fuck they want, and I can't even get basic help? You're obstructing my ability to get medical care by stopping me every direction I try to go in. And if you would tell me the truth, I could find other options, because I'm obviously someone who knows what the fuck to do when there's a problem. I don't know, try to solve it, not just sit there and make excuses. You guys are the most pathetic ragtag bullshit team of people I've ever met in my life. I don't respect anybody in the administration, especially everybody who's gotten emails. You guys have seen me beg for help and beg for help that I'm dying, and you've ignored it for fucking years, especially since we knew in October when I started gasping and I still don't get a respiratory therapist. This place will be famous. And if you want to make me feel better so I can at least fucking make sure you don't fucking go down as hard, then you can do that. Or you can refuse to help me like you have been, break the law, continue to make yourself look stupid, and refuse to look at my paperwork. Then you're going to make yourself look totally baseless and useless as a doctor. Yep. This is a death factory, and Dr. Matthew Joel Auerbach is making sure that it stays that way. Thanks, Dr. Auerbach. If you're watching this and I'm dead, make sure that you go after him legally. See, myself and all of my friends, the people that I respect, we don't go after people in ways that are negative. The only thing we do is react, and I'm allowed to talk shit once you fuck me over. You don't get to be a crybaby after that. And when I react to someone abusing me for 4 years, you don't get to tell me and call the cops on me. You know who needs the cops called on them? You, but apparently they make it really easy for you to not do your job. So if you want me to sit here and feel sorry for you because you're being abused by me, I'm sorry. You can't get abused if you never show up. I would say you are the most neglectful human being I've ever met in my life, and that fake ass shit where you fucking pretended that you care about me, that was evil. You said you were going to help me. How many months ago was that? And I've sat here every single day since then. Do I sound good? Yeah. I do sound good, huh? I'm all better. Guess why? Because I have a doctor named Dr. Matthew Joel Auerbach. That's why. I'm better because I got ignored, and Reggie Verret, he made sure to tell my family, and so did Lakeisha, that I'm better, my lungs are better, and that's why I'm alone for the holiday. And that's why I'm alone while I'm dying, because of bullshit gossip. And you know who made that happen? Matthew Joel Auerbach and Salinas Valley Post-Acute. Matthew Joel Auerbach, do you remember when you tried to make me fucking leave, and you tried to fire me, and everyone's going, but we didn't. Yeah, but you made me stress every day, and now I have damage to my heart because you don't know how to do your job. So not only am I going through extra suffering, but I also have 4 hernias, but I don't get meds for it. I'm not a murderer, and I'm not a norteño, so I don't get attention, right? So anyway, if you guys didn't want to be called out, maybe you shouldn't kill anybody else. I know you protect murderers, so it makes total sense as to why you guys would be allowing this. But Matthew Joel Auerbach, you are going to be watched like a fucking hawk. As soon as I am dead, and if you force me into a hospital and don't help me, you will feel it. You will feel the full effect of the fucking, guess what? People are awake now. They know how evil the fucking doctors are. And you are going to feel the effect of this because No Country for Old People's coming out. And you cannot be sure how many of the people that you've abused are going to be in this movie. And I've warned you from the beginning. So I would think maybe you would try to spend some energy on me and take more than 5 seconds letting me talk. You gotta let me speak, and you not be ableist and stop me from talking. I am so stressed in my body because of this, and you are ignoring me. I honestly, if you want to prove that you're not a demon, I believe you're a demon, and you don't get to be upset about my spiritual beliefs, do you? You've already bullied me out of the hallway when I tried to get anointed, and you had Terrence rolling his eyes, making fun of me, making fun of my doctor who I've had for 15 years, and now you're going to obstruct her so she can't help me? You're great people. This is dedicated to Salinas Valley Post-Acute in Salinas, California. They're going to let me die, and please make sure that you spread the word. Matthew Joel Auerbach is his name. Please make sure this gets to mainstream news.